All right, class, today we're going to learn about what plants need in order to survive. Now, we as humans need what kind of things to live? That's right, food, water, clothes to keep us warm. Those are all really good examples. In this science experiment, we're going to decide what kinds of things plants need in order to survive. By the end of this experiment, you'll know exactly what they need to live, and you'll also have a good idea of what kinds of environments plants thrive in. What we're going to do is I'm going to place 4 of the same plants around the room. One of the plants will be by a window with lots of light and water. Another one will be on a bookshelf far away from the window with water. Another one will be by a window with no water, and the last one will be on another bookshelf with no water. What you're going to do is you're going to get into groups of 4, and I want you to rank the plants from 1 through 4 in your science journals. The plants ranked number 1 is the plant that you think will live the longest, and the plant ranked number 4 is a plant that you think will not live the longest. So that's how I want you to rank them. After you've ranked them, I want some of you to share what you've come up with, and then we'll get into our lesson. While you are all talking in your groups about the ranks you're placing the plants in, I'm going to be walking around and listening for respectful academic language. If you agree with someone, I want to hear things like, I agree with you because, and if you disagree with someone, I want to hear things like, I respect your idea, but I disagree with you because. I don't want to just hear that you agree or disagree with someone. I also want you to explain your predictions and really convince other peers that you might be right. Great job participating in your groups. I heard some really great theories on what you think will happen to our plants. Now that I've heard your predicted rankings and we've shared them with the class, I want to go over something called photosynthesis with you. Learning about this process called photosynthesis will answer all of your questions that you had when you were deciding how to rank your plants. When I was walking around the room, I heard a lot of you mention 2 things that plants that I really liked hearing. That was sunlight and water. Those are 2 essential elements for a plant to survive. There is only one more thing that plants need to survive, and that's carbon dioxide. Now, who remembers what carbon dioxide is? If you remember what carbon dioxide is from our earlier lessons, it's what oxygen turns into when we breathe it out. So we breathe in oxygen and we process it in our bodies, then we breathe out the carbon dioxide. Now, I want you to also think back and tell me if you remember where oxygen comes from. Right, they come from trees and plants. So essentially, we need plants to survive just as much as we need plants for their oxygen. Now, what do you think plants do with these 3 essential elements? Think of it this way. What happens to our bodies when we get enough food and water? That's right, we grow. Plants do the same thing when they get enough water, sunlight, and carbon dioxide. This is when photosynthesis takes place, which is the process in which the plant uses water, sunlight, and carbon dioxide to make their own food. With all of these things, they are able to make glucose, which is their own kind of sugar, so their food, and oxygen. What do you think will happen if just one of these things aren't given to a plant? That's right, they can't grow, they can't make their own food, and they begin to die. Now that you know this information, the last thing I want you to do is get back into your groups and discuss whether or not you still agree with how you ranked your plants, and I want you to record these thoughts in your science journals. Great work today, everyone. We will leave this lesson today with a little video about photosynthesis, just so you can see a little more visuals to help you understand the concept. So here's the video.
Humans need food to survive, same as plants. However, humans eat food while plants do not. So how do plants obtain their food? They do so through a process called photosynthesis. It is a process by which plants capture sunlight to manufacture their food. During the process, plant leaves absorb carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, while their roots suck up water from the soil. Therefore, three things must be present for photosynthesis to occur. They include sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. These three combine during the process to create the food needed by plants. If any of the three is absent, all plants will starve and die.